Is we live? I think we live. Is we live? The Diamond Dee Show is live. Stand by, please. I got one more mouse to pull up. I got too much little details I'll be missing. Is we live?
We're going to take you now to Chicago, where this past weekend at least 52 people were shot, 8 of them killed, in a wave of violence across the city. What is going on there? Hadia Pendleton, 15 years old, a majorette in her high school band, gunned down in Chicago.
Kids killing kids, mothers burying their kids. How is this humanly possible that we as people cannot get these teenagers under control? I don't get it.
1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, everybody? Woo, tell a friend to tune us in. Are we live at jhunterpresents.com? Because that's my preference.
I am not sure of. We took a chance with that one. We took a shot at it. There's an issue with the coding. YouTube is not giving me the consistent coding for the
Jay Hunter, we don't want to hear your excuses. Welcome to the Diamond Dee Show, everybody. You know, every man has an excuse, but again, it's another Thursday. We're running a little bit on CP time, also known as JH time. It's the Jay Hunter producer, but nonetheless, we appreciate you and everything that you do. And speaking of CP time and PR time, Mr. Eddie, Nicholas, and Adam Cruz are also running a little bit late, so it's all good. It's a man thing.
They missed the boat.
Anyway, they say that women, you know, that we are the ones that run late. I'm always punctual. I'm always on time. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. If you've never seen the Diamond Dee Show and you're checking us out for the first time, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. This is a place where grown folks fun. That's it. We don't get too political. We don't get too serious. We cover current events on the lighter side. We cover serious events, but on the lighter side. And, you know, we just like to exchange and share knowledge. So tell a friend to tune us in and let's have some fun. DJ Jay Hunter, turn the music up. Let's get a little bit more situated, but everybody wants to hear something while you get it together. Because I got it together. You got to get it together. I'm together. You together? You all right over there? He's at a loss for words, y'all. It's the Diamond Dee Show. Shakira Gray is in the building. Razmir, what an honor to have you here. Razmir was a guest before on the Diamond Dee Show, y'all. If you missed it, find the archives. Jay Hunter put all that up. Hey, Shelby. Miss Hillside is there. Adams is in the building. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Where's my background music, Jay Hunter?
Oh, I just turned that all the way down. I got a little lost in a moment. I heard you say, well, how you say that?
I say Cesare.
Cesare.
I like Cesare. That's more sexy. The sexier. I don't want him or nothing. You have to start making eyes, but his name is a lot more sexy than Jay Hunter. Like, you just sound thug. We got to work on your name. I think you need a new name. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. It's another week of the Diamond Dee Show. Y'all know what we do here. It's grown folks tuning in for good music and a whole lot of fun. We discuss current events. We have guests. We interview them today. Our special guest is Mr. Eddie Nicholas and Mr. Adam Cruz. They're on their way. And, of course, we talk love and relationships. I love to talk love and relationships. I got enough experience, hell. But anyway, that's another show for another time. So, first, we have to give respect to Mr. Tommy Ford. Tommy from Martin. May he rest in peace. I'm sure you've all seen the story, so I don't need to reiterate it. But what I want to do is talk a little bit about how rumors get started. So I was getting conflicting quote unquote reports. Tommy was that Tommy was on life support, and then there were other reports that Tommy had already passed away. So what I found out last night, because I didn't understand the confusion, was the man, had he passed on or was he still alive? But get this, Anthony Anderson. We all know Anthony Anderson is the idiot that started the rumor. And it goes like this. Rumors of Tommy Ford's death began circulating on social media after his friend, comedian Anthony Anderson, tweeted earlier on Wednesday that the actor had died. So they called Anthony. They told him, listen, Tommy's not doing well. He's on life support. He had this surgery, and now he's on life support. And in a rush to be the first person to let social media know, Mr. Anthony Anderson jumped the gun. And he tweeted out that Mr. Tommy Ford had passed away. And then he later retracted it, saying that they say he may not have made it through the night, but miracles happen. So kind of retracted his statement. So we all want to be the first to put the news out there, right? But people, we got to do better. Anthony, you make too much money to make stupid mistakes like this. You should be more intelligent than this. And most importantly, you should have been more compassionate. I need a big donkey of the day. We can't use that because that's taken, but I need I don't know. We got to come up with something.
Yeah, we got to come up with you big dummy.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a drop. Big dummy. We need a you big.
Get a you big dummy, a Red Fox.
We need a you big dummy. Red Fox drop, because Anthony Anderson of this week, you big dummy. But anyway, this is the Diamond Dee Show. We're going to listen to a little bit more music. Come back. We're going to talk about Donald Trump a little bit, not from the politics side, but I want to know two things. He went around and he's saying that, so what he's able to do because of his fame to women, not just grab him I'm not saying it, but also just other leisurely acts that he's able to perform at his will on women because of his fame. And then is he going to get treated the same way as Bill Cosby? Because there's women coming forward.
Good point. But I got one question before we go to break.
What's that?
Do you think Tommy's job had good life insurance?
Yeah, Tommy had real good life insurance. I read his bio. Tommy's doing a lot of stuff that y'all ain't know about. Tommy has several jobs. So rest in peace, Tommy Ford. No more Tommy jokes. That's rude. He ain't even been cold that long yet. You can give me them jokes later. Y'all been bugging with the memes on social media too. Rest in peace, Tommy Ford. Anthony, you get the you big dummy.
came home one night a little bit too early. Found my man in a position that I shouldn't have found my man. But you know, that's when I said to myself, it's time to carry on. I gotta be strong. But you know, I filled up with so much joy. The crying is over. My eyes are dry. Not this time. Not this time, baby. 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 Not this time. Not this time, baby.
Not this time, baby. Woo!
Don't say.
Oh, that's. Your phone is ringing.
I know. I can't put that on airplane mode because it's going to block us from the network. So.
Oh gosh, who's calling during the Diamond Dee Show?
It's probably somebody that saw me go live on Facebook, and unfortunately, when I'm live, I can't attend to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, tell your booze they gotta call you later. Call you in the middle of the night like they usually do shit when I'm asleep.
I just want to say radio doesn't trump anything. I mean, we had all day to do that. Sorry.
Okay, all right. So everybody, Sir Eddie, as I call him, I love Sir Eddie Nicholas. He is here and in the building, and along with him is Mr. Adam Cruz. So they're getting settled and having a little diamond refreshments, and then they'll be up to hang out and talk to us. So Donald Trump, this week, he said that it was okay to
just grab a minute biscuits.
Okay, wow. No, seriously, what did he say? We're not syndicated. I mean, we're not FCC regulated. Go ahead and say it.
Oh, you could just walk up to, if you're famous.
If
Only
you're
if
famous.
you're famous. Fellas, regular people, ordinary people, poo-putts, don't try this out. But if you're famous, you could just walk up to a woman, kiss them, grab them by the pussy, do whatever you want.
Now, I have a serious problem with that. I have a serious problem with a man that's running for president of the United States. At any point in his life, recent life, Hunter, you gotta have a shot. You all over the place and clumsy. But anyway, I have a problem with a man that's running for president making a statement like that. Hey Norman, what's up? But what I have a bigger problem with, okay, I've got two. What he said is not a lie. I know, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna go off on me.
Wow.
But what he said is not a lie. Now, it does not apply to all women because I'm a number street chick. If you touch me, my first instinct is to swing on you. And for instance, remember when you were waiting for me at the train, and I didn't know you were sitting there and you grabbed my ass, my little booty?
Which time?
No, seriously, you were sitting down, you were picking me up at the train station, and you grabbed me, and you almost got hooked off on because my immediate reaction is to swing on you. If I don't know you and you touch me, you getting cold-copped in your jaw. So I saw it was him, we laughed, whatever, and he was like, wow, I'm comfortable with you going out by yourself because you're not going to let anybody just take advantage of you. Now, Donald said, being a man of a certain stature and a fame, that he's able to walk up and do aggressive things to women. And the funny thing is, it's not right. It's not right, but what the funny part about it is he's not lying. It doesn't apply for all of us, but there are plenty of women that allow men, because of their quote-unquote fame, do whatever they want to do to them.
I could testify to that.
Hey, Eddie is here. What's going on, Schumacher, Tanya Bells? There's so many people here. Thank you, everybody for tuning in. We're going to do shout-outs. But you can testify to that, right?
I can testify to that. Hold on. Let me switch the cameras while I tell this story because it happens to... Diamond, your head is in the way. It wasn't there last week. Well, I had the monitors in a different position.
You move your cameras around. Just keep going.
I had an experience, not a recent experience, so nobody take this the wrong way.
It probably was
Nobody's
recent.
going to run with it, but I will say
recent,
that.
Y'all, but anyway, go ahead.
Some years ago, I was at a...
How many years ago?
Some years ago. I was at a park festival, and I was on my cell phone, and there was this one young lady who knew exactly who I was, and I kind of knew who she was. Mm-hmm. And I was on my phone trying to find the person I was trying to link up with, and I saw her, and I stopped talking. She had on a bikini top, boobs everywhere. Mm-hmm. And as she walked by, I said, just one titty. Let me hold one titty.
And what happened?
She turned around and did one of those Pamela Anderson Baywatch jogs right back towards me and boop, put a titty right in my hand.
Wow.
I still had my hand out. Like, give me
and-
one titty. Just one titty. One titty. Give me a titty.
So,
let me hold one titty.
So that was just one example.
That's just one example.
And I put it up today. I said I know local DJs and comedians. Shout out to Pernell. Ooh, see, he got me jinxed. How your phone doing, Pernell? Because you know his wife will stomp it. But anyway, you know, a couple of things, ladies. Turn me some background music on Jay Hunter. I'm really like, what's up with him? I'm gonna have to get a new producer over here. But anyway.
Good luck.
Right, dealing with me and all of this. But you know, ladies, we gotta do better because just because they're famous, not the Diamond Dee Show ladies, because we will smack you. But you know, our friends and the ladies we know that are hung up on who somebody is or whatever. You gotta have more self-respect than that. And Donald was wrong in saying it, but it was his quote-unquote locker room talk, and honestly, he was being quite honest. He did not make that up, but he should not be allowed as a presidential candidate to make statements and do things like this and continue to press on towards the White House. The other thing is, when Bill Cosby was accused of similar acts, the media went wild. He can't even tell jokes no damn more, but y'all still gonna let this man run for the White House. There's a double standard. I'm not saying that it's racism, but it's racism. You know, there's an
That's white privilege.
That's what I'm looking for. It's white privilege. And anybody that says that white privilege does not exist, you a damn lie. And I got white friends. I've got lots of white friends. And my white friends, I love y'all, but y'all got white privilege. But again, ladies, for you groupies out there, y'all that love these house music DJs, y'all can't be letting them walk up and just grope on you, because odds are they going home to their girlfriend, their wife, or their boyfriend, whatever the case may be. You can't just let them grope up on you. And then when it does happen and you were offended by it, take action. If you are offended by anything that anyone does to you at any time, you need to take action. Punch them in the face like I would, or report it to somebody. Don't wait for the media to come out with a story about somebody before you get the courage to speak up. Call Diamond. I'll tell. I got women at my job to come to me for advice every day. I'm like, you want me to call your husband? I'll call him. Let him know. But seriously, do not wait for other people to take action. We have to be vigilant in protecting ourselves as women. And on that note, I'm going into next, why men don't take breakups well. And then we're going to bring Mr. Sir Eddie Nicholas and Mr. Adam Cruz, and they're going to join in the conversation. And I just want to know some of the things crazy that they've done after a breakup. And then we'll go into a little bit of interview. We're going to find out what's going on with them, what new music they have coming out. Sir Eddie Nicholas, you all know him. Most of you know him from Linkin Park, but he's done so much more. He's got songs galore out, and he's performed with so many people. He is Mr. New Jersey Master of Ceremonies. I'm Diamond Dee. This is DJ Jay Hunter. Shout out to Rawway Princeton for making this happen. That's my one and only sponsor. If y'all know anybody that want to sponsor the Diamond Dee Show, tell them to hit me up.
Actually, we did have a couple inquiries, so watch out for commercials on the Diamond Dee Show.
Wait a minute, before you go, Schumacher said Diamond will punch if she even thinks somebody touched her butt. Schumacher can testify. Shu, where's that video? Put our video up where I was gonna beat that man down because you touched my ass. He almost got a man beat up a couple of years ago for that. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Stick around. It's the Diamond Dee Show. How about when the DJ gets groped? Wait a minute. We ain't talking about what happens when the DJ gets groped.
How about when the DJ gets groped?
Well, DJs, when you get groped, you should also report it. I mean, seriously, if anybody touches anybody and they don't like the way that they were touched, I'm all in my corporate state of mind. You have the right to report it, and you know. But no, and again, we're gonna touch that next week. So this week we're talking about men.
Wait, we're gonna touch DJs that get groped?
Yes, we're gonna touch DJs that get groped next week. No, next week we're going to touch overly aggressive women.
Oh.
Okay, so
yeah.
And thank you, Cesare, or Cesare, as I like Cesare, and that's what I'm going to call you. I apologize if you don't like it, but I think it has a nice
potato.
Right. So, but no, it's not potato. That's just how I read it. But next week on the Diamond Dee Show, overly aggressive women. Now, okay, I have posted all week about men and the violent, crazy things they do when you leave them. So ladies, I need you to put in our little chat here the craziest thing that's ever happened to you after you dump somebody. Like for me, and if you've watched the Diamond Dee Show over the years, you've heard the story before. I really don't make stuff up. I can't make this shit up. But for me, the craziest thing was the person in my bushes in the same night as a skunk. Like, dude, you in the bushes with the skunk. Like, one of y'all gotta go. Let the skunk stay and take your ass on. Like, it's crazy. Men do the craziest things when you don't want to be with them anymore. And they say that women take breakups harder, but really it's the men. Why are you cracking up over there?
Because you just gave me a flashback. I can't wait till the overly aggressive women, because I just thought about one.
So anyhow, I don't know which way this chat goes on Facebook. So can you do me a favor next week and report it to Diamond Dee Hunter. Hey, Steve Davis is in the building. What's going on, Steve? Steve has never been on a Diamond Dee Show, and I think he should come.
Absolutely.
This is my personal invite to Steve Davis to come to the Diamond Dee Show. So Steve Schumacher says to Ray, hey Tasha, what's the craziest thing you've ever done after a woman has dumped you? So I posted a video, and I hope you saw it. If you didn't, please go to the Diamond Dee Show, click like, and check out this video. There was a man, a young guy, 20 some odd years old, and he was in a Chinese restaurant, and one of my friends was like, oh, he just your regular old 4-piece wing fry hard with fries type nigga. These are the type of friends I got. Shout out to Tweet. But he was like, listen, if I say yay and you say nay, it's yay. It's not over till I say it's over. If I'm happy with you, but you not happy with me, it's still not over. We still together until I say it's done. If I love you, but you don't love me, we still together until I say it's done. Until we both agree, and I'm happy being without you and you're happy being without me. It doesn't matter how you feel. It's all about I feel. We are still together until I say it's done. Absolutely insane. Here's the sad part. There's a lot of women that are, I'm not even going to say women. There's a lot of girls that would be like, oh, he just loves me so much.
That nigga crazy in love.
Exactly. Crazy in love. So Schumacher said the craziest thing he's ever done was parked across the street from the house and watched that's ever happened to him, and watched to see when I was coming and leaving. That's not too crazy. Hunter, what's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Craziest thing I've ever done was stay.
So, no, but all right, since Diamond's being real, because remember in the beginning, and I wanted to break up with you?
Yeah.
And you, no, seriously?
Wait. Which time? Which time did are you referring to?
Wait, but this is
the crazy bitch or the real crazy bitch?
I'm talking about the real crazy one. No, me. What you calling me, crazy B?
No, I'm saying.
Saying that me, the time I didn't want to be with you, and you did. You was like, I'm not leaving. I'm like, but I don't want you no more. And you really didn't leave. You kind of like the crispy fried chicken in a Chinese restaurant. It's like, dude, I just not realizing.
No, you was crazy if you thought I was going outside in the cold and trying to find somewhere to go at 3:30 in the morning.
I'm just saying, you start a fight at 3:30 in the morning, you be prepared to leave at 3:35. That's all I'm saying. And I'm the type, like, you know, we work through it and we're happily married ever after now. But it was rough in the beginning. Everybody has their ups and downs. I love him to death, but I had to hammer fist him on the head a few times, you know. So if you see him and he's got that dent. But all jokes aside, men take breakups really hard. There's a misconception. See, women, we're vocal. We call our girlfriends. We go out for drinks. We have wine. We talk about it. Men don't. It's somewhere where you feel like you lose cool points if you talk to somebody about losing a woman or being hurt or admitting that you're hurt. And it's okay. What? Why you look like that?
I was just listening to you. I looked up because I was giving you the eye, letting you know I just dropped the link to the clip in the chat room.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to do that, but I'm not that versed. So there says when I filed for divorce, I actually had a party after that. See?
Divorce parties. Women made those popular a few years ago.
Yeah, divorce party. And see, that's the thing to do. You have to celebrate your breakup. Bring people around you that you care about. Hell, that you don't care about, but just have fun with it. You cannot keep it all bottled up. Because when you keep it all bottled up, you do things like call her, reconcile, and then serve a dog for food. Check out that story in the Diamond Dee Show. Also, or on my page. So did you see the guy?
I did see that.
Did
crazy
you read the story?
I didn't read the story because, you know, just some things you don't want to get the details on.
So what happened with that story was that they broke up. He was heartbroken. She called him. I don't know, for whatever reason. Ladies, when you're done, you're done. You cannot call these men back because they don't handle breakups well. So the minute you call them back, one of two things are going to happen. They're going to think that you want them back. And even if you don't, even if you just call because his mama was in a hospital and you just called to see how she was doing, he's like, yeah, you still want me, even though we're just genuinely nurturing beings. So you cannot call them anymore. And the second thing is you cannot be their friend. They do not understand friendship and they're revengeful. They say that we are, but nothing's worse than a scorned man. They talk about us, but it's a scorned man. So this woman broke up with her boyfriend. Her dog then went missing. She reported her dog missing. He then called her to say, come over for dinner. I get, oh, you know what? I apologize. Let's have dinner together. She went over. She ate the food. She went home. How did the dog taste? Yes, true story. I don't make this up. It's on the Diamond Dee Show page and on Diamond Dee Hunter. He asked her, how did the dog taste? And then what did he do? He put the dog paws on her doorstep. Crazy! Men don't handle breakup well. Y'all have to do better. I'm going to give you 5 tips to 5 do's. Actually, 3 do's and 3 don'ts after a woman dumps you. And then we're going to talk to Sir Eddie Nicholas and Mr. Adam Cruz. Let me get my do's and don'ts. Y'all check out the link down here. Here's the clip of the crazy dude that doesn't want to break up. He says yay, she says nay. It don't matter. They still together. What's up, Rita? Thank you for joining the Diamond Dee Show. Eddie said he cooked the dog. Eddie, don't be shy. Adam Cruz has never been to the Diamond Dee Show, so he doesn't know that I'm not going to get all up in his business, but he's got to participate in the conversation. So
he better get ready.
Mr. Cruz, don't be shy. It's a party up in here. It's the Diamond Dee Show, y'all. Tell a friend to tune us in. My mic is on. Oh, I love when my mic is on. I get really excited about the mic. I love to eat the mic, son. So, men who put their heart and souls into building a relationship find it difficult to move on when ties are severed. Whether relationship ends because of infidelity, probably on his part, the lack of sustained love and communication, or through pure incompatibility, the pain experienced can be devastating for a man. The usual issues that hurt women, they also hurt men. Thoughts of insecurity, betrayal, trustworthiness, and loyalty are common and will eventually test every fiber of a man's heart. Mitches! You bunch of midgets!
So corny.
But
To
anyway.
call a man's heart a midget, really? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Man up. Take him on the chin. You cheated. She left you. And now if you say yay, she says nay. It ain't no good. Move on. Get over it. Puff up your chest.
I ain't sorry. Nigga, nah.
I ain't sorry. Right. That's what y'all sing. Y'all be singing Beyonce now.
Suck
Right?
on my balls, bro. that song is actually funny. I played that.
Suck on my ball.
That's what she say. It's funny to hear a
Oh, I
woman
didn't
say,
hear that part.
suck on my balls, boss.
I love
I ain't
that.
sorry.
I ain't sorry. I throw my middle fingers up and everything. So anyway, no big ups to them because they got way more money than we do. So both men and women are criticized for taking too long to get over someone when experiencing a bad breakup. But the difference is men. You go through such extremes. You have got to let go. You have got to let it out. You have got to learn to release. Do something. But you know, just taking it out on a woman is not the answer. Google it, y'all. Man hurts girlfriend over breakup. Google it. Click on news. It's stories from 3 hours ago. It's unbelievable. Y'all can't take it, but why not, Hunter? Like, seriously, why?
You know what? I gotta say something. I was labeled as a runner throughout my early life.
A who?
A runner.
Runner.
I ran
Okay.
from commitment, and I actually admitted to being just that. I would run from problems, run from drama. But when I was about 30 years old, I fell in love,
Okay.
and she didn't.
And then how did you react when she didn't want you anymore? Be honest. It's the Diamond Dee Show. Nobody's
I
gonna tell.
called her a million times. I sent her a million text messages, and it was new. So, I had the flip phone, so you had to hit
Your
3
thumb
times for
did
the
your
seat.
thumb get a wart?
I had to cut the gloves out of my thumb because I was outside in the wintertime.
And they
But,
didn't
you know
have
what I'm saying?
sensors
Dude,
back then?
Nah, I didn't have sensors back then. And the worst part of my reaction, I didn't go crazy and do anything crazy to her. I went crazy and started apologizing.
No, that's what you should do.
I started calling all of my exes.
Oh, you called the
I
exes.
called my first ex from out of town. I called my second ex from out of town. I called my baby mamas. They knew I was sorry, but I was calling all
They
the
still think
chicks.
you sorry.
that
I'm sorry. I should do stand up. It's fucking hilarious. But anyway. So, he don't even want to talk no more. He's like, what the fuck? He loves me. So, men, because women, we know what to do. Most of us are of a certain age, and we open up a bottle of wine. We call our girlfriends, and we vent. And, I don't know what Miss Farlow is, but she needs to be in the chat room. But she and I vent to each other all the time. And what we learned earlier this year was that if we just vent to each other, we don't have to go take a hammer to the head of our husbands. And then we leave our husbands to believe that they're perfect. And we just vent to each other and have a glass of wine and we count our points because, we do Weight Watchers now. And what?
That's the same thing me and fellas do.
Well, see, but you would not do it if we broke up. Because men don't want to admit. Is my mic on?
My bad. I turned yours down, turn mine back up.
Men have a hard time. And are you honest? So when you call your boys and you talk about it, are you honest?
Yeah, I'm honest.
No, you're not. You're lying. I can tell by the tone of your voice. Okay.
He's level.
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2.
You got it?
You know what? This is that Miami cable.
All right. So no more WNC cable. Shout out to Paris Harrison. Aeon Records.
Paris Eon. Let's just call him that. Paris Eon from Eon Star Records.
Okay, because I'm tipsy. Anyway, so men, you have got to talk it out like we do. Do not do physical harm. I'm so serious. We talk about it lightly, but hopefully somebody out there, you can spread the word. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Move on. There's so many fish in the sea, so many birds walking around. Brick City. I mean, seriously.
It's not worth it. Don't cook her dog. And ladies, don't bust out his windows.
Don't,
it's not worth it.
bust the windows out his car. So time heals. Take time to yourself. Talk about it to your guys. And you know what the other problem is? Is men, when your boy comes to you to tell you something, you're like, man, you say all the funny things that I said, like man up, bump that, whatever, what's wrong with you? You a wuss. Do y'all say wuss? Whatever it is that y'all say, you gotta be supportive.
You're a sucker for love.
Yeah, you can't say that. And then that's why you guys go crazy, because you keep everything internal. And be constructive with your thought processes. Don't go crazy and call everybody that you ever dated and apologize. That shit is ludicrous. Some of those...
Call everybody. I only called the ones that I really consciously did dirty.
He called everybody.
No.
So, but you
I called 3 out of 200.
That's a little extreme though. Like starting to call people that have forgotten about you and they've moved on with their lives, talking about I'm sorry.
Only one of them had moved on. Only one.
Yeah, he's lying, and that's the thing that I'm saying. Men continue to lie to themselves. And the fact that you called, and don't hide in the bushes, don't stalk them. Like, men, move on. It's okay. There's a lot of women out there, and you know what? Most importantly, it's a pride thing. You have your pride. You wonder what your mama's going to think, what your coworkers are going to think. Let go of the pride. If you let go of the pride, it's all good. You will get past it. Time heals. Talk about your issue. We said that men who experience emotional distress during a breakup often finds it therapeutic to talk to both men and women. Talk to women about it after you've broken up. But do not talk to women about it while you're still in a relationship. That definitely qualifies as cheating, and you will get left. Talk to your boys about it, in a relationship. After it's over, talk to whoever the hell you want. But if I catch you talking to a chick about our problems while we're in a relationship, I'm sorry, I digress. And then some of the things that you don't do, you don't seek revenge, even though bitterness will sometimes cause resentment. Nothing positive ever comes out of it. You going to jail, her brothers and her daddy coming to get you, or you're killing yourself. That's the other thing. A lot of men are even killing themselves. It's not worth it. Here's another one. I just said it. Never use another woman to suppress your heartache. Well, I didn't really say this. That means don't go from one to another just because.
What happened to the best way to get over a man is to get under another?
That's for women. The best way to get over a man is to get under something.
The best way to get over a woman is on top of another one. Why can't we do what y'all do?
No, it's different. But that's not what we're talking about this week. And don't neglect yourself. Try your best to maintain as much normalcy as possible. Eat good food. Even if she cooked for you and you don't cook that well, let your mama cook you some good food. And you know what? No, leave mama alone. She resting. She don't want to be bothered with you. You shouldn't have lost a good woman. Order yourself some good food from out.
No, go to mama so she could tell you, I told you not to be messing with that fast tail girl anyway.
That sound like your mama. And, watch your favorite movies. Be active. So those are the things, men. Revenge is never the answer. Let it go. Don't take breakups so hard. Don't blame women. Everybody, stop thinking that women take it so hard. Yeah, we react. We're reactive in the beginning, but we're resilient. We move on. We most of the time don't do crazy things. Not as extreme as the men. Men, and just admit, your feelings get hurt. We won't call you a bunch of Mitches if your feelings get hurt.
Y'all call us a whole bunch of other things. The minute a woman break up with a man, we some little penis so-and-so. We some broke ass.
No, it's not
so-and-so.
the minute that you break up that your penis becomes little. Your penis was always little, but we were in love with you, so we dealt with it. Don't get it twisted. The girls already knew that you wasn't hanging and slinging, but we loved you.
Little penis,
we love. Well, then maybe to that person you were, but your penis does not become little after the breakup. Your penis has been little, but she loved and cared for you. Therefore, she tolerated it, and now that it's over, she's like, "Yeah, girl, I'm so glad I ain't gotta do that sweat no more. But anyway, this is the Diamond Dee Show. We digress. Coming up next is Sir Eddie Nicholas and Mr. Adam Cruz. We're going to find out the craziest things they've ever done after a breakup and what music they've got coming out, what's going on, and just really chat it up with them. On the Diamond Dee Show, we get to know the other side, just like we discussed the lighter side. It's the Diamond Dee Show, y'all.
The DJ you are listening to is about to take you to a level of euphoria previously unattained. Is any music that would have been played by Frankie Knuckles at the Warehouse Club in Chicago, or the House for short. She will take you from the lowest valley to the highest peak. That's right. He will turn your world upside down.
Shout out to my son-in-law, Mark Anthony Justin Gray. He said, I can relate to this. I was heartbroken over my last ex, but it wasn't until I met your lovely, amazing daughter that I knew what love is and how I should be treated. And then came baby Mia.
Listening to the deep, sexy, and soulful house music sounds of DJ J Hunter.
I'm on? Oh, I'm on. I'm in a room full of men. Woo. I'm in a room full of men. How's Eddie Mike sounding?
Is it on now?
It's on now, yes! Eddie, you need to go live. You're always live. You can
I'm
go
getting
live.
ready to go live right
yes,
now.
because you are like the go live
go
master.
live right now.
Look, he keep putting it in your mouth.
Private joke.
Very private. So, it is an honor and a privilege to have with me Sir Eddie Nicholas. He is Mr. New Jersey. Give it up a round of applause. Yes. Now, the way we give applause on the Diamond Dee Show in the chat room is we throw up ones. So just type your ones in the chat room. That goes back to the original days when we were on Stickam. So it's an honor to have you here. And you brought with you your road dog, Mr. Adam Cruz. Adam's is in the building. That's what's going on. Now,
Yes.
you know how we do it here on the Diamond Dee Show. I don't get all up in your personal business, but I get in your personal business. So we're talking about breakups. And men, y'all don't handle it well. So what's the craziest thing that you've ever done after you've broken up, after someone broke up with you? Because you heard me say the guy was like, if I say yay and you say nay, then we still together. And y'all get like that. Like he called every ex-girlfriend Jay Hunter and said, I'm sorry. People have forgotten about him. They're like, how the fuck you get my number? So what is it that you and Adam have done that's, like really crazy? Just let him hold it. Okay. All right. Yeah.
The craziest thing that I have done. Oh my goodness.
It's that
Well,
many.
see,
You gotta think that
Well, I have two.
Okay.
I have two that I will share.
All right.
The first one, I was young, living in Richmond, Virginia,
Yes.
going through my social
That was during your college
of
days?
dealing. No, this is after college.
Oh gosh, you were still crazy after college?
Yes,
See,
I
that's
was
the-
in my late 20s.
Okay.
And I had gotten involved in a relationship. And the relationship was good. And sometimes you fall in love with things that you should not fall in love
Okay.
with.
Yeah, I've been there.
And it gets good to you. And despite being mistreated
sip on this wine.
and being mishandled, you still want to stay with it. Well, I had gotten to the point where after the breakup, I was like, oh no, this motherfucker did not.
Yes.
So, I would get my little self together, and I was a stalker. I'm not going to say.
I expected more of you. I told y'all these men crazy. They crazy.
I had my ass sitting directly across the street from his house in the woods.
In the
Getting
woods.
bit up by fucking mosquitoes and
No,
everything
not the
else.
mosquitoes.
Trying to catch him.
What you find?
I found out the truth.
And your feelings were hurt worse.
My feelings were hurt worse.
And you should have just went on. You should have let it go.
Well, but you know,
And you were bitter.
like most, yeah,
Right.
you know, very bitter.
Right. And you
Very
were young.
bitter.
got bit up.
Bit up.
And
Not enough
bit
skin.
up.
Right. Bit up.
We're going back trying to find what was that stuff you used to wear
The
by
bit-
Avon.
the
The skin so soft.
Yes.
Honey, I thought I put that skin so soft up. That shit
don't
attractive.
work. Right. That don't work. That's they sold us so we could. That was the marketing. It was like, really? Putting it in your bath water?
and then the second time,
It was 2 times.
Well, the second one
Probably
is
was
a
more than
backstory.
that.
The second time is the
willing to
backstory
share.
to this one here.
You
know, you break up, and then your best friend ends up with your,
Oh no.
with your ex.
No, that's
and
violation.
then your best friend decides that they want to talk all this shit to you.
Oh, that's the perfect angle.
So
Hunter. No,
when
that's
that
a strict
occurred,
violation.
yes. So when that occurred, things were happening because the booths still want to keep in touch. They still want to do those little phone calls,
Okay.
and all that type of stuff. And as I was saying no, the other one was thinking that I was still
Right.
fooling around. So I was getting these terroristic emails. So I
What?
got the email shut down by Yahoo. And then prior
You
to the,
talking Yahoo days, so this is fairly
Yes.
recent.
yeah, well, not that
Yahoo
recent.
ain't been around but about 18 years. So, and Eddie, you are of a certain age. We all grown
But
in here.
but even with a certain age, when certain things are good to your child,
You don't
sometimes
want,
you don't
and
want to let
see,
it go,
and
and that's the
my
problem.
point. That's the problem. You
That's the
gotta let it go,
problem.
men. It's men. Y'all gotta learn to let go because women, we get angry and we do react initially, but then we let you go. And when R. Kelly wrote a song
But
about
you
it.
still gotta admit, sometimes, and that's the problem with most of us as being human beings. That little urge of what felt good, despite sometimes. And the sad thing is, even in mistreatment, if the shit is good,
You
you still make the mistake and you fall back into that, and you think that you can separate the sex from the mistreatment.
That's the testosterone. Well, no, I can't say that. See, for me, once I'm done,
You're done.
I'm done. R. Kelly wrote a song about it, When a Woman's Fed Up. Because we stick through, we don't want to, just like men, we don't want to let go. But we stick through, and when it's finally over, I don't need that camera. I'm all right.
Well, girl, you talking, so I want
need
your
that
beautiful
camera.
self to show.
I love that you go live. I love that you go live, and we're going to talk about that. But the thing is, when a woman is done, usually men are,
We got it.
Men are surprised and you're shocked because we've quote unquote tolerated the bull crap for so long, and you didn't know that we were on the phone with our girls talking about it and planning and plotting our escape. So then once we're ready to go, we're out. And then the man is stuck in the bushes with the skunk talking about what the fuck happened. Adam, you laughing like you've been in the bushes with the skunk before. He's back here cracking the hell up. You know about that skunk.
To be
You
honest,
know about
you and
Pepe
I are
Le Pew.
closer alike, because when I'm done, I'm done. Like, for example, the craziest thing I've done is to, like, completely delete the person out of anything I had. Like, rip the picture in half.
Oh, gosh.
The garbage of any article you might have left behind. But this is pre-social media, so I
You
can
see,
imagine.
see now it's harder because you know, then they create fake Facebook pages and things now so that they can stalk. You know, it's really crazy with social media, but men are really doing some drastic things. And my word of advice, seriously, not just to men but to women, is if the person does not want you anymore, you have got to move on. It's not worth it. It's really not, because I like going to wineries and having my wine and shit, and I can't do that if I'm in Union or Essex County Jail because I done cut his ding off. I'm sorry. I digress again. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord.
It ain't digressing. We're talking real talk.
All
Oh,
right.
but
I think that was the second time you brought up somebody's ding ding.
It is. It is a little rate of bobbing up in here. But anyway, I again thank you both for coming through.
Of course.
Eddie, this is like your second or third time?
my second.
It's the second.
But we did do we in this phone. But we did do interviews.
Okay.
In regard
That's right.
to
We did it in the park.
To the park,
We
to
did
Orange
doing
Park.
it in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it ending our live video? Okay.
There we
Look,
go.
my man is a jack of all trades.
Yes,
let me
he
tell
is.
You. Like,
You know, and usually I have my little
the kickstand.
I usually carry all that with me.
That's all right.
J. Hunter MacGyver, go.
Yes, that is him. Let me.
There we go.
So the Adam, I don't know if you know, but the Diamond Dee Show started over with the new House of Music, and shout out to Charles McDougall. I love him.
Hey, Charles.
I love Hey Charles, but why I love Charles is because he is the reason for the Diamond Dee Show. I don't know if you know Eddie, but he actually thought of it. I was hanging out down there, hanging with some DJs, co-hosting some shows, and he was like, "Why don't you do your own show?" And I was like, "Absolutely not, Charles. You're crazy." And then he was like, "Why don't you do Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays?" And I was like, "Now you really done bumped your fat ass head." But anyway, I gave in and I started doing a show, and it was great. And then the new House of Music went from the new House of Music to Charles McDougall presents the new House of Music to Charles McDougall, and the new House of Music to Charles McDougall. Right, period. Dot. So, and at that point, the Diamond Dee Show came home, and Jay Hunter had a rubber band and no keyboard at that, no turntables and all this stuff at the time, and we had probably an old ass computer that he had just rebuilt. And MacGyver put the Diamond Dee Show together, and so now, I mean, we're cramped and tight, but I think we got a little bit more going on than we did the last time you were here.
Yes, you
so
do.
big ups to Jay Hunter. And Jay Hunter, Eddie, you know, I commend you because you know when to ignore his ass. And I'm going to bring up something that probably nobody thought I would bring up, but it was when he did that video. And he tagged you in it. Now, what happened to my... Okay, so now, I thought the video was freaking hilarious. I didn't go to the Lincoln Music Park Festival. Now, this is what I thought about it. We're not doing politics. We just kicking it. I didn't like the fact that so many people criticized something that was for free. And you have promoted different events to raise money for this, and then your house music family, I am not a house head, I appreciate the music, I'll always have to put that out there, complain about what the hell was going down and what DJ was there and who they didn't like and such. Now this clown over here, because you talked about the committee.
Be careful. You know what they're doing with
You
clowns
talked
right
about the
now.
committee and how it went properly. So this fool, probably because I wouldn't give him none in the middle of the night, so you can blame me, comes up here to this computer. And the best part of the video, Eddie, because you had laid into him, you need to do this, this, and this if you want to be recognized. And the best part of the video to me was when he tagged you. It was like the two guys in the jail, and it was like, wow, he's amazing. And I said, Eddie is going to kick all of your ass.
Those were the decision makers.
The decision makers and Eddie.
Those were the decision makers.
It was like, wow, he's amazing. And you had Eddie tagged. I said, Eddie's going to fuck you up. Excuse my French, y'all. This is not a show for the kids when he sees you. But what I love about you is you go on these posts. Now, what I liked that you did that day, you went and you tagged that DJ. Since you want to talk about this DJ, I'm going to tag this DJ. And that's what I love about you. You keep it real 100% of the time. Sir Eddie Nicholas, I look up to you. You know that.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
I'm just waiting for my little invite.
But you know what? When you do things like that, I've known Jay for a while.
Yeah.
And I've known a lot of people in the house scene, for quite some time. And everybody has their opinions. And I respect everybody's opinion because it's their opinion. But at the same token, there's always a larger picture that people neglect to see.
Yes.
Our egos start kicking in. Why wasn't I chosen? Why wasn't this done? I even admit it. I have ego too. So when you don't call me to ask me to perform, you don't call me and ask me to host. Yeah, sometimes I get turned. But and that's the real world.
Right. And we're real. We're
and
human.
you just keep on pressing. So with that situation, my whole thing is, okay, y'all are throwing this out there. Y'all know nothing about what this gentleman does. So boom, let him see what y'all are writing about him. But I'm going to let you know what he does.
Right.
Because it gets to the point. How many of you have a club every Friday night that packs 400 people up in there?
Langston's. He's at Langston's, right?
Langston's.
See, I pay attention. I just don't say stuff. But I see everything. And
so,
that's the thing. Right.
It's all about, find out about people before you disrespect.
Right.
And too often, because so many house people think that they are purists to the scene, and a lot of times that's why we see that the scene has not evolved anywhere.
And that's what I want to talk about. Jay Hunter's trembling with his mic. What do you want to say?
He better tremble.
I'm sitting here cracking up because, first and foremost, shout out to DJ Ironbound. He actually gave me a shout out Labor Day weekend. If you go back and watch the live video before their Labor Day weekend party, because they do pack 400 people. And I'm totally familiar with DJ Ironbound because, what is that, Tyson Entertainment?
Yes.
Their graphic designer happens to live right across the street.
Yeah.
See?
Right. Right.
DJ comes, DJ Hunter.
100% familiar with DJ Ironbound and Tyson events. It was just so funny that all of this came to play. But when I said something, again, if you take a look at my video, I was clowning his style. You know what I'm saying? Not clowning him. He did have a lot of people moving and everything, but his whole mimicking Joe Clausell all the way down to the gear, head to toe. That's when I took it to the next level. And I have to say, Eddie, you inspired my video when you said, present yourself to the decision maker.
So and it's all in fun, and so many people get angry.
And you know what? You're right, Diamond. It's all fun because at the end of the day, I'm here and we're chatting.
Right.
And we're chatting about a situation that could have turned ugly, but because we are adults.
Right. And everybody's entitled to their differences of opinions. And that's what I respect about you. And I pay attention. I don't say much. And even the other day I was tagged on something. I was like, I ain't got time for this. We don't do that shit on the Diamond Dee Show. So, I respect you as a recording artist, as a vocalist. You are classically trained, I believe.
Well, when I want to be, I can pull it out.
All right.
Yeah. Cutting up.
See?
I have musical Tourette's.
Only on the Diamond Dee Show do you get that. And I was reading your resume because the other day you sent it to me. And we're chatting it up. And so I'm like, Eddie, is your resume up to date? Bam, bam. Like on that Aries, like immediately. We're always prepared. And I decided that I cannot intake all of this and that I would just want you to talk about it because it had on there the Lincoln Park Music Festival, Orange Park Music Festival. Then it moved over into Montclair, which is your hometown, and gospel events. And then Barry Manilow was on it. Was it Barry Manilow? So there was your realm is so broad. And then what I also did not realize is that, and I'm going to mess this up, so Adam, you correct me.
I'm ready.
That the two of you have done, I can't talk to you. We got to finish this, but did you tell me the craziest thing you've ever done during a breakup?
We're back.
No, I did. Remember I told you, I'm like you. When I'm done, I'm done. So
Nah, you got to come up better than that. When I'm done, I'm done.
No, because I don't want to lie to you. No, no.
Really? You've never stalked, chased, sat in the closet?
No. I'm done with you, so.
And ripped the pictures in half?
And I've even done as far as like plotting social circles, so we don't ever have to overlap.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I've
right,
done.
those are your friends. These are my friends.
Right.
Right.
Never
That's
the Twix
right.
tell me.
Exactly. But what I did not know is that you two have such a history together. Because you was like, that's my road dog, or that's my whatever you said to me. And I was like, that's Adam. That's Flora's brother.
Right.
And I know Flora and Mark, and I've seen Adam before. I know that he's involved in the house music scene, but I did not know how much.
Very extensive.
And when Eddie sent me, I'm like, Eddie, I need a resume for Adam. And I went to look. I was like, oh, I'm not friends with Adam on Facebook. And
we remedied that today.
And we did, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that we were not friends, because there was a time when people were just friend requesting Diamond Dee and being Diamond's friend because of the Diamond Dee Show. It ain't no damn thing. And then it's like, oh, I love your show. You talk a lot of gossip. I'm like, you ain't never seen my show, because we do not gossip on the Diamond Dee Show. But I just appreciated that you weren't one of those people that's just going down your list, clicking friends. So I appreciated that. But you two have done so much music together, and I didn't know that you were so heavily involved in that. You have your own record label, and you've got music out already together and coming out. And tell me about it. Where did this venture begin, and how did you start working together, and what's coming up?
Who wants to start? Because
I'll start.
Okay, do it.
Adam and I have always been in each other's circles, but we had not formally met.
Okay.
Everything happens by happenstance. And somehow we just started hanging out together. And then at the time, I did a record called Groovin'.
Okay.
Which was my first release. And that record was done by Harley and Musk from Milan, Italy. But it was never, ever released. So what happened, somehow he and Glenn, and you met Glenn, right?
Yep.
He met Glenn Thornton.
Okay.
And from that's how it became musically related. He did the summertime, let me get it right, summertime hot barbecue mix. Is that what it was called?
Yes, that's right. I remember.
So that sounds like real upbeat and energetic. Was
No,
it like
actually,
that,
the mix Adam did was very tropical.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe like Miami type
Miami
vibe.
type.
Gave you
Okay.
very In the Breeze
Yeah.
and bossa nova
Okay.
and all of that, which I absolutely loved. And from then on, things just started overlapping, because at the same time I was working with Glenn, I was also working with Rashmir Mantree.
Right, and now I knew about the work relationship with Glenn and with Razmir. So when you said Adam, I was like, they don't work together.
Adam was one of my free remixers.
Okay, all right.
So he did a lot of remix work, and if you notice, his name appears on a lot of my releases.
That's what struck me. That's what struck me. I'm going, okay, so Adam is about his business, and
and not only has he remixed, we have co-written.
Right.
One of my favorite songs, "Fall in Love." He co-wrote that with me, and that came out on Justin Imperial. Is it Imperial or Imperiali?
I think it's Imperial. Cabana
Recordings. So we wrote that together. My first release on Mixtape Sessions was "Time Marches On."
Yeah, that was a cover though.
So that was a cover of Harry Dennis.
Yeah,
All right,
that was Jungle Wands.
Jungle Wands.
all right.
Yeah.
So Adam, how did you enter the music industry? Not just the house music, because I don't know if it expands beyond that, but just your love of music and deciding to be a producer. And, was it something that was just in you? Have you always done it? So how did you get into it?
So the short of a very long story is that my older cousin was a DJ in the Bronx. Shout out to Frank Allah. And he decided that he could get ladies with his new car and not be the DJ anymore. So he gave it up. And I was 10, and he gave me all of his equipment and his records at the time. So I had like 2 or 3, 4 crates of records to start of all this amazing freestyle and house music. I learned a lot about Chicago house and all the stuff he was into. So fast forward, I got involved because I worked corporate for many years. And an auditor friend of mine, we were both house heads. He was starting a website early on, and I got fired because I was hosting an event in Brooklyn.
Through singing through corporate all day, singing shit.
I would show up late because I'd be up doing parties on Tuesdays in Brooklyn from 9 to 2, and it was called Mixtape Sessions.
Yes.
It was a radio style show at a place called Halcyon. In Brooklyn. And so that's how we met.
To me.
Because I was inviting guests all the time. And
Greg Canada.
Yeah, so I met Eddie through Greg Canada. Shout out to Greg Canada. So basically how it happened was once I got fired, my auditor friend was like, they're hiring at MAW Records. That's Little Louis Vega and Kenny Dope Gonzalez. Their label at the time for a long time. And so I was like, I don't want to be somebody's intern. I was just coming from corporate. I need to make money. So I went and I interviewed anyway, and I got hired. And I said, no, this is a paid thing. Thank God. So that was my first label. So I worked on Louis' first Elements of Life album. And what I mean by work is anything he needed to be done. If I had to help write some of the language around promoting it, or maybe I created CD-ROMs because I had experience on. So I was doing stuff like that. But out of that experience, I met Blaze. That's Josh Balan, Kevin Hedge. And Kevin Hedge was appointed the president of West End Records, an old disco label. Their records are like Poppy. You make me feel so sweet. So like that. Is it all over my face?
Hell yeah!
So all those records.
I'm dating myself.
So Kevin knew me from working with Louis. And he said, listen, dude, I need like a guy that does flyers and stuff because I do a bunch of graphic designs.
You do graphics too?
Yeah, that's how I got into this because I was like the service they needed. They needed a guy to do flyers and stuff. So he knew. Yeah, so I was the guy who did. I did all of the labels, all the vinyl labels for Masters at Work for a stretch of time. There was like a bunch of records.
So
and
you
I did
were
all of them.
more so on the marketing side,
yes,
right? Because you're telling me you did the language.
Yeah, I was a bunch of things.
Okay.
But basically, what happens once I was done at MAW Records, I was hired at West End. And I was the flyer guy, and then before I knew it, I was promoted to the head of A&R in production.
That's what's up.
And then from there, we signed a lot of records. Stephanie Cook, Love Will is one of the biggest records. Blaze, Found Love. Ian Friday's Carib's Leap. We launched, he springboarded his career. So it was like... I found love. Yes.
Feel so...
Exactly. So
I'm sorry. I know my music.
All of those records were records that we signed at that time.
Right. See?
And so West End got sold in 2010. Mel, who was the godfather of disco, I worked
closely
with him and Kevin. Mel passed away, and it was left to his cousin. And his cousin called me and said, hey, dude, can you come back and run this company? So I was appointed the vice president.
See?
I ran that for almost 2 years.
What you don't find out unless you tune into the Diamond Dee Show. He is much more than Flora Cruz's brother. See? I was like, oh, that's Flora's brother. Flora ain't your friend no more. I'm Adam's friend. No, I'm teasing. So,
Flora Cruz.
Yes, and Mark Mendoza.
Yes.
It's such an honor. I like when I have authentic people that are really, and no disrespect or discredit to any person.
Sure.
Because it takes so many talents to, create and keep the whole industry going. But, when I don't know anything at all about someone, and Eddie, again, so graciously sent me the hell?
And now it's paparazzi.
Right, we got paparazzi up here. What the hell is going on? Jay Hunter is the man of the man. Eddie, I done told you about turning that camera. All right. So thank you. So what I love is that when we learn things about people, we don't want to talk about the same old. There's so many talents
Absolutely.
Again, your bio is amazing, and that was just the short.
Yeah.
And you know,
version.
and not only that, our friendship even strengthened because Adam was responsible for doing all of the print work when we were doing our Think Soul series.
Okay.
And the second master that. A mad shout out to Chris Flowers.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, we came back and we were able to get investors where people actually gave money to support that. You know, Glenn Thornton, Anitra Tilley, DJ Hutch.
Shout out to Humble Beginnings.
Exactly.
Yes.
Humble beginnings. So, you know, those people actually came, you know, you hear people talking about working together. And that was one of the things that we did at Think Soul. We were able to gather like-minded people.
Okay.
And, I mean, these people weren't coming out with like $50 and stuff like that. You
They
were
were
talking
coming with
about
the
a couple
real-
of hundred.
right,
They were
right.
coming with the money so that we could have the place, so that we could get the acts.
Right.
And Adam was responsible for doing the artwork for the flyers that we were putting
Wonderful.
out. And, you know, hopefully we're looking to do a retrospect because there are a whole bunch of videos that were from Think Soul that we never showed. The flyers that Adam did could definitely be blown up poster size. So, you know, we do a whole lot of things.
And I appreciate you. Hey, Sweet Daddy Holloway, Terrence Stevenson.
Hey.
So we got Chicago in the building. I don't know who Sweet Daddy
What up,
is,
what
but
up?
I like that name. Hey, Sweet
What's up,
Daddy.
Sweet?
No, it's not What's Up, Sweet. It's Hey,
No,
Sweet
we know Sweet.
Daddy.
What's Sweet not
but
gonna
I want to say Hey,
Oh, hey,
Sweet
you wanna
Daddy.
go,
Hey.
hey.
It's a hey.
Hey, Sweet Daddy. So, what? Eddie, you and that phone,
Take it as a
just
sign,
leave it. Leave it
Leave my
on
phone
you.
alone.
And,
There we
okay.
go. There we go.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
That's perfect. So, look at my face. So, what can we expect next? What's coming up?
Well, next for me, with this mic here, we're working on my album,
Okay.
which should have been out, but you know, life's daily troubles.
So you're
and
putting out a whole album.
traumas. Yes, 13 songs.
13 songs. That's what we need. Is it all house?
I would say cross.
Okay.
You know, across. You know, there's a little bit of soulful stuff. We're revisiting some classics. We're putting some material on there that was never ever released.
Okay.
We putting out material that we've been dibbling, dabbling with me that touches on pop. So we're trying to do a couple of things.
I need
as
an
far as
album,
that.
Eddie, that I don't have to skip through any songs.
Well, hopefully I will have that album for
That's
you.
what I want.
One of the songs that I did redo that I'm extremely proud of is I paid homage to Miss Jean Carn. I have always loved Was That All It Was?
I was
Yes.
about to ask you, could you give me a little bit of it? I was just waiting for you to take a break. So since you brought it up, Jay Hunter, can we turn the music down and get a mic to
Oh my
Eddie?
God.
Just a little bit. You know I
Just
was
a
about to
little
bring
bit.
it up because I already knew. Was that all it was?
Up for me? Okay. Was that all it was?
Yeah, switch that. Okay.
Gotta switch mics.
Okay.
Was that all it was? Way to pass the time. Momentary thing, not worth remembering in the morning.
Yes. Woo.
Must it be so cold? Yeah. Something bought us sold. Was it just a game? Will you recall my name if you saw me?
Yes.
How will it be? I wonder if we ever meet again. Now that I feel your love, is this how it's gonna end? Will we ever be just friends? Wonder now, loved you then.
Oh.
That's enough of that.
Yes, you gotta call it
Sing,
your
Eddie,
section.
sing.
Chocolate section.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Hercules.
She should have asked for Fall in Love. I
That's
could
what
have
I'm
did
talking
that
about.
one.
Schumacher throwing up ones. That's how we give respect on the Diamond Dee Show. What's up? Janet Holman is here. Sweet Daddy said, Sarah, the chat room is popping. Jay Hunter, I need our old chat room so I
Now
can
wait a
see
minute.
everybody.
Schumacher. Schumacher
up,
and I
Yes.
share something very special.
I know. You tell everybody else, though.
We are Wonder Twins.
Yes.
Wonder Twin powers activate April 13th. 14th.
Yes, my Aries brothers. I'm April 2nd. Aries
See,
is in the building.
Aries rock. We rock.
We rock. So
Pause. It is Libra season. I'm a Libra, so
Schumacher.
So Aries rock.
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
What are you talking about? So this is the Diamond Dee Show. We're gonna let y'all listen to a little bit. Hunter, you got. I know we got a little mixed up in late, and I don't want to put you on the spot. And if we can't do it, we can't do it. I understand. But can we pull up anything Eddie-ish? Because that's what we were doing.
You should have.
He does have. He has this on the other computer.
You should have at least time marches on in your repertoire. See, you know, this is another thing. This is another thing, folks. You know, we love our DJ friends. But he knew I was coming.
He did.
And wait a minute. He's finding something.
And he did have that shutdown when I told you we were running late too. So hopefully we can bring it up.
Find a little something on
that looks like all of my hood music over there.
Oh, there's time marches on right there.
That's not the John Crocker remix.
A John Crocker remix. Yep, that's the one.
Exactly.
This one, we did. How many?
It's on the other side. All right. Oh, I hate crashes.
EddieNicholas.com for checking it out.
But
exactly.
Where are we going? Because I want to post it.
EddieNicholas.com.
Eddie, you have a website?
He has a store.
And a store. But when I asked you that the other day about online, you didn't tell me anything about online.
Well, I figured people would put www.eddienicholas.com.
All right, y'all. www.eddienicholas.com.
More music is getting ready to come there. And I say this to all of you as independent artists. Make sure that you get your own sites where a majority of the money will come to you. I'm on Bandcamp. You know, I can talk about Bandcamp for the mere fact that I do see residuals when somebody purchases from Bandcamp. You get that little ching-ching.
Ching-a-ling.
Yes.
It lets you know.
Right.
In your email, and it lets you know. And the percentages are much higher than what you get from some of the other sites that people are on. I won't mention those because I'm on those too, and I still want you to go there.
I know, still go get them from there too.
and purchase.
But, right. So we actually, I didn't realize we don't have much time left. So both of you have worked with a broad range of people.
Yes, we have.
So I'm gonna ask you both and give Adam a chance to think about it because he likes to construct his answers.
Not true.
But if there were one person, only one person that you could work with, somebody that either you have not or you have, and that was the last person that you could do anything musically with, who would that person be and why? I'm gonna give you both a few seconds to think about it, and we're gonna listen to a little bit of.
Well, you know what?
You got an answer already?
I got to think about it.
All right.
You know, I ain't crazy. I'm gonna go where the money is. I'm gonna go try and see if I can work with Puff Daddy.
That's what I'm talking about. Holla. Right. Now, if you were to work with Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or whatever we call Sean Combs, what would you... So if he said to you, Eddie, I want to work with you, but I don't need you to do house music. I need you to do some hip-hop. Would you still do it?
Well, it's funny that you say that because I'm looking to work with hip-hop artists.
See,
I'm looking to do background hooks and all of that type of stuff. It's all about expanding.
That's what I'm talking about.
And matching.
Eddie,
music
preach.
Is music.
Preach,
is music,
Eddie,
is
preach.
Music is music. And if I am ever granted the opportunity to, I'm even looking forward to working with Do It All, and he's one of our own from North.
Yes, right from North.
So you know, to get the opportunity to musically to work in different genres, it's always a plus for any artist.
I appreciate that because again, wait, Jay Hunter's trembling again. He starts to tremble when he's about to say something. He's trembling.
Let me ask you a question. If they gave you a song where you had to drop the F-bomb in the hook,
I would drop it easily, but then I would do it with so much finesse and it would be with so much hookish.
Right, because they wouldn't even know it right by. Everybody be singing. I'd be walking through the corporate office singing.
Please.
Just walking.
Walking
through the corporate office.
You know, it's not a question of selling your soul, especially when you can approach things in a manner where it fits into the storytelling.
Right.
It's got to fit into the storytelling. Mm-hmm. You know, those words, yes, those are words and they're explosive words, but it's always in a context that you do it in. That makes it, part of those things. Would I talk about it afterwards? Yeah, but at the same token, I'm walking around there with a nice, beautiful check.
Hello, ching ching. Okay.
I love how you say that. All that is it's coin for cussing.
Yes, coin.
Right,
You got coin for cussing.
Coins for cussing. I
There's
like
cars
that.
for cash.
We gotta need to make a
and
T-shirt.
Coins for cussing.
Yes, coins for cussing. So,
Don't
Adam.
you steal that, Jay Hunter.
Right. You know he will. You better say it right here. You better claim it. You better claim it because Jay Hunter will take it. You better claim it. So, Adam, I pose the same question to you. If you only had one person that you could work with musically, someone that you've worked with in the past or have not, who would that be? You can only work with one person.
Quincy Jones.
Ooh. See, that's that Aries. We both like, oh.
It's just because I read his autobiography.
Okay.
I love the way he arranged. I love that he's a band composer. He also produces. He's a lot. There's a lot to him. So I just want to soak up the knowledge. That's it.
See why
soak up the knowledge.
Yes.
And this is why they were the first guests on the Diamond Dee Show, because they think outside of this tiny ass New Jersey box. I know y'all thought I was gonna say something else that I would have more to say, but that's it. That's why they the first guests, because they think outside of this tiny ass Jersey box. It's small, and what y'all have got to stop doing, and I know we don't politic here, especially on a low level, smaller level, but y'all gotta stop fighting within this tiny ass box. It's like it's small, and there's so much more to the world and to music than this tiny little circle and this thing that we call Jersey house. I love it. I love to dance. I can't work out to anything except for house. I love it. I love the soulful. I love some of the afro. But what I
Girl,
need
I love some of the country and all that other
and
stuff
I was
and
about
rock
to
and
say,
roll
but
too.
if you play
gotta throw it all up in
Sugarland,
there.
if you put Sugarland on in their country, I'ma dance to Sugarland's music.
That's right.
I like P. Diddy. I love the things that Quincy Jones has done. And I like DJ Lil Man, which is New Jersey Club. Now, a lot of the DJs in Jersey, the older DJs, the house music DJs, they get mad at New Jersey Club, what the kids are listening to, but the energy level on that music is so high. And Eddie, I know you know what it is because you was out there dancing. You made a video and you went down on your knees. This was like last summer, the summer before, and I was like, damn, Eddie,
remember that.
Must have really moved me.
I remember. It was damn near viral.
I was like, Eddie's knees better than mine. I was all envious. I kept rewinding and it was like, how the hell he get down there and get back up?
You know what?
Wait a minute, get back up.
Right.
That was all that stalking from that bad breakup. You got that knee workout. Stalking in the woods.
Myself stalking.
Right, he used to it.
Yes. But I see Rashmere has checked back in.
Yes.
Mad shout out to Rashmere. You can check out my latest song with him.
Okay.
You're the best thing. Check that out. Bantry Records. Again, Adam Cruz. My album is coming up, but also I have a song from South Africa that has been remixed called "This Must Be Love" by Failhood Native. So check that out as well.
EddieNicholas.com.
And also, my latest one with Sterling Boyd. You Left Me. That one has finally been remixed. That's one of the most remixed songs in the catalog of Slag Records. But it's one of those songs that remains timeless.
How do you find time?
Well, you gotta find time. But this is my taskmaster right here.
Okay.
So he keeps me in check and keeps me in bonds and make sure that I follow through.
All right.
Sometimes Aries, we can be pushy, we can be assertive, but sometimes we can also be very, very lax and very
Yes,
lazy.
we can.
So
and that's the thing. We need somebody to give us that push sometimes. We know where we want to go and what we want to do, and we are pushy. We know what we want. But we do, and because we're so strong, sometimes I think people forget that we need that added support. We need support too. But again, we are coming up on the close.
let me give one more shout out.
Yes, I definitely want to do that.
Let Adam do his shout outs. Mad shout out to my mad MCs, DVS Samad, Anthony Wiggins, Teresa Randolph. Coffee Love when she steps into the hostess position.
Yes.
Diamond Dee, Troy, all of you that are holding it down with the internet shows and doing what you do, keep on rocking. But always make sure that you're true to the craft and that you're not passing out gossip, but that you're passing out information.
Thank you.
And that you're doing things that are worthy for people to keep checking you out and calling you back.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because what I was thinking about earlier, as you know, I honestly, I wake up every morning and I get out of bed, and I used to get out of bed and rush to the gym. But I don't do that anymore. I get out of bed and I put on my pot of coffee, and then I go and I pray. And I ask God to, whatever comes out of my mouth, be it funny or whatever, let somebody get something from it. You know, make my delivery something that maybe is different than the other person's delivery, but that people receive something from it. I want to be able to motivate people, and we joke and we do things lightly, but with a serious underlying message. And if we all just gossip, and again, we all gossiping about the same thing, we only need one internet show. Do something different.
Do something different.
Do something different.
And with that being said, I'm going to let my partner close it out. Because he has on this wonderful T-shirt. This is another facet of what we do, too. So share that real quick, Adam, with
Sure.
him.
First of all, thank you so much for inviting us tonight. Shout out to Diamond DJ Hunter, Diamond Dee Show,
Thanks
fantastic. Just want to let everybody know, if you're into music business news, Eddie Nicholas and I are co-hosts on a weekly show that airs on FM radio in Africa, but we have a web link online that we share. So basically every Friday we're talking about music business news like royalties and publishing, and right now we're talking a lot about streaming, because there's a thing called streaming wars, because they're trying to get your money every $10 a month. They want to get your money so that they can make a lot, but they're not paying artists very much to do that. So we talk about that, but also definitely check out our labels, mixtapesessions.com. And I want to give a very special shout out to the Honeycomb Nation. 6.5 years running Honeycomb Music with my partner Josh Balan.
God bless.
So we have a new release, I Will Wait, coming. Josh Milan sings I Will Wait, a fantastic record. That's coming out October 23rd. And currently out right now, Kia Stewart, shout out to you. Her record is called Winner.
Kia
and
will be here.
Oh, wonderful. I love Kia.
Okay.
Shout out to Kia and Sean. So Kia's record, He Still Loves Me, is out on Traxsource now, and Winner is available at our store, honeycombmusicstore.com. Make sure you keep it tuned in and locked, because between our programming and our music, we've got a lot of good things going out there. Of course, make it your business to check out djadamcruise.com. I'm on my third album, The Freedom LP. It's available everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, Traxsource. Thank you.
I absolutely
And you know
love
what?
your voice,
But wait a
Adam.
minute.
Oh,
You
thank
know
you.
what? And these producers kill me, being artists and stuff now, recording and singing and all that kind of stuff. They're trying to put they're trying to put a singer out of work. But you know, I'm proud of my brother. While I haven't even done my one, he's on his third.
And you know what? And I commend you, because honestly, Adam, I had no idea. And I appreciate you, a man in your position, and with your my wine is taking over my vocabulary right now.
I love when that happens.
You know, but with your experience and your resume, for taking to come to the little old Diamond Dee Show, and thank you, Eddie, for bringing him with you.
I told you this is my partner in crime.
He told me. He's like,
I told you.
And I just shared. I was like, yeah, I know Adam's coming, but I thought he was coming to hang out. And he's like, no, you know. And he didn't type it like that, no attitude. We were both in our corporate mode, so we're corporate texting on a Sunday morning. Dear Diamond. And I was like, Sir Eddie, you know, we're corporate-y. But we understood where each other was coming from, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you for not, you know, coming at me sideways, like, don't you know who this is? Because I did not. And I look up to you. You know that. I tell you that all the time. Whenever this man hits the stage, he does it with such professionalism. Yes. And I've seen promoters thoroughly piss him off to the core of his being. But he still gets on that stage and remains professional. He puts on a good show. He motivates the audience, and I look up to you. And anytime I do more private events, but anytime that I am privileged to host an event, I learn from you, and you don't know that, but I watch you and I appreciate
thank you, sweetheart.
that. And again, thank you for coming to the Diamond Dee Show. Jay Hunter, thank you for making it happen.
Yes.
This Sunday, there will be no Sunday morning sessions. We're skipping town for a little bit. He'll be back the following Sunday, but Diamond Dee Show will be here next Thursday with Miss Kia Stewart.
Yes.
She's
Kia!
taking over New Jersey
Yes, I love
house
her
music
so
right now.
much.
And I've met her only one time in person, but her
she's great.
spirit was genuine. She was not a diva. She was down to earth. I love her music. I can't wait to have her here on the Diamond Dee Show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I normally would give shout-outs, but like DJ Messy, Marv, how have you been?
Hey, Messy.
Wow, Miss Tanya.
And man, shout out to all the artists that are holding it down.
Yes.
New Jersey.
Yes.
All of the artists.
New Jersey is repping, and I've got some Chicago family, too, that tunes into the Diamond Dee Show. We've been doing this now since 2010.
That's great.
And, you know, I come and go, and that's what I like about being independent. I'm like, I got to make my money now. I got to focus on my grandbaby, my family, whatever it is. But, this allows me to come back and always do it. And I appreciate you for always, always, always coming back with me. They don't care. They're like, oh, she tired, but she'll be back. And I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you so much. And, again, thank you to my guests, EddieNicholas.com.
That's right.
And Adam Cruz.
Yeah, DJAdamCruz.com.
DJAdamCruz.com. Check it out, y'all.
Yeah.
Buy the music, buy the music, buy the music. Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget Freedom Radio Hour. Don't forget D-Wild Music Radio. Shout out to D-Wild Music Radio. Deuce Martinez.
Deuce.
That's another venture we started.
Yes, we love y'all. We out. This is the Diamond Dee Show. We'll see y'all next Thursday, everybody.
Honeycomb Nation, y'all.
We out.